Helen Yee here with UFC lightweight, the Motown phenom, Kevin Lee. Now you are fighting this weekend at UFC 216 for the interim belt. What does that belt mean to you?
It's for the real lightweight championship to me. Tony's got 12 wins. I got 10 wins in this division. So it's an accumulation of a lifetime work. So that's what it's going to be.
Now, Tony is a very well-rounded fighter, but you have said in interviews, that he has some holes in his games. Where do you think his weaknesses lie?
Yeah, I think he's got a lot of holes. I don't think he plugs them up. I don't think he goes back and reassesses his game. For me, win, lose, or draw, and every time we do an interview, I go back, I reassess what I did right, I reassess what I did wrong, and then I try and fill those holes, and I don't think he does that, and it's going to show. I think that's what a real champion does, and that's why this is for what it is.
And you had an amazing performance against Michael Chiesa, and also that submission. So what have you worked on, in camp leading into this fight?
There's always something that you can work on. I got hit once in that fight, and I don't like that. It won't be perfect until I'm not hit at all, and I go out there and I destroy. And even then, I'm going to still look at my footwork, or I'm going to look at something and say, oh, I was out of position here, or I was out of position there. And I think that's what a real champ does.
And after that fight, you and Tony kind of went, back and forth, had kind of the war of words. Was there animosity between you two before that incident, or kind of like where does this hate, stem from?
I always showed Tony respect. We're alumni of the same college, so I just showed him respect out of that. But when he started, downplaying me, saying this and that, he did like a little pre-fight thing where he had Mike winning the fight, and I was like, you knew damn well Mike wasn't gonna win that fight, so and he know damn well he ain't gonna win this one. So if you show me disrespect, I just gotta retaliate. I can't have it.
So do you think, with that being said, that he's overlooking you ahead of this weekend?
Yep, I hope he is too.
How so?
It's gonna be a short night if he is. I said it, and I'm looking for a quick turnaround. I still want to fight on that card in Detroit. So if he's underestimating me, he gonna get worked up on, and then I'm gonna walk up out of here smooth.
And you did say after this fight, you want to fight Conor on your terms, though. But do you think realistically that Conor will be back to defend his lightweight belt first off, or have that trilogy fight with Nate?
I don't know. I guess that'd be kind of up to him, what he want to do, how he sleep at night. If he can sleep and call himself the champ, and he only beat one guy in this division, and he barely beats Nate Diaz, then I guess so. If he want to call himself a real champ, he know who to come to. I've been putting in the work for years in this, so I've been in this division. Tony's been in this division. If he want to come up here and think he the champ, and little fella can do what he want to.
So would you say, in a way, like if Conor does, fight you or Tony next, that he'd be fighting the real champ? Oh, for sure, and I think that's going to be the approach to the fight. Like I said, Tony's got 12 wins. I got 10 wins in this division. Conor's got 1. You can call it for what you want to call it for, but it is what it is. So, and I think from a competitive standpoint, that you can't really argue with that too much. And his fight against Mayweather, were you surprised he went 10 rounds?
Nah, you got out-wrestled by a man that was 40-something years old, coming off 2 years of retirement, and 20 pounds less than is a boxer, and he was getting out-wrestled in the clinches. So, I mean, we all knew he was going to lose to Mayweather. I thought that he was going to do a better job. I thought he was going to, switch up his style a little bit. You see, it was Mayweather that was switching up the style from round to round. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about him too much, to be honest. I'm on Tony. Tony's the real champ in this division. He's the real hard fight in this division. The Conor fight is hard because of the media and all that, but his actual skills, Tony outweighs him in every area.
And what should your fans expect to see from you this weekend against Tony?
Something new. I'm hoping that he can stay up in there for 25 minutes and really let me show off. It's gonna be a good one.
And lastly, on Facebook, it kind of shows you like a year ago, what happened. So 1 year ago, I interviewed you at Extreme Couture about your fight in Belfast. And do you ever think about how crazy it is, how much happens within a year's time?
Yeah, but I kind of always had the vision. I kind of always knew it was gonna come, so it don't really shock me. It don't really, you know, each fight is the same to me. Even when if you go back and listen to that interview, I approached that fight just like it was a championship level fight, because Magomed did have a lot of skill, and he could have been top 5. He just didn't have the fights. So, well, it was the same.